Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. Let me tell y'all something, man. Anthony Joshua, he's no longer Big Femi. Big Femi. That guy who was coming in the ring on the front foot, moving forward, knocking people out, destroying them. That taking chances, taking risks, trusting his power and attributes that he possesses that only God can give you. Let me tell you something. That guy, Big Femi, he would have a good chance to beat Deontay Wilder. But Anthony Joshua, I don't see it. And I'm not saying that because I'm an AJ hater. I'm saying that because you can't be going through a transition stylistically and expect to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder and think you're going to win. Deontay Wilder is mean, man. He has super fast hands. And I'm going to tell you something. Malik Scott being on Deontay Wilder's team, I think is a good addition, but I have to be real. Malik Scott is getting some credit for, the Wilder Helenius win. And he's getting some credit for the performance in the third fight with Fury. Although he lost that fight, Wilder was doing some things a little bit differently. He had some success, but the bottom line is he lost. But I think we got to understand Mark Breland and what he instilled in Deontay Wilder and what he was able to cement as far as a skill set in Deontay Wilder. That has a lot to do with the way Deontay Wilder performed in the third Fury fight and had a lot to do with how he performed against Helenius. But what I'm saying is Malik Scott has added to it. He's, I think, enhancing it. But he didn't get Deontay Wilder from the grassroots level and develop him. And that's something that I want to make sure I foot stomp. But what I will say is my understanding is Malik Scott has always been involved with Deontay Wilder's camp, Deontay Wilder's training. As a result, that's why so many people feel Malik Scott threw that fight when he fought Wilder. Okay? But that's neither here nor there. I do think Deontay Wilder has meshed with his trainer and the approach to fighting. As a result, I don't think Joshua is going to catch Deontay in a transition period where Wilder is still trying to gain confidence in his trainer and develop confidence in himself again, or regain the confidence in himself again. Wilder's way beyond that. Wilder's like locked and loaded. Anthony Joshua is not, in my opinion. He doesn't seem confident in himself. He's in the ring. It's like he no longer wants to think for himself. Whatever the trainer says, I do what the trainer says. I trust what the trainer says. He's my eyes, he's my ears, he's my this and that. I'm in the ring, and I'm trusting him to guide me. No, man. There's some things he may point out to you. But my man, look, we understand Anthony Joshua started boxing late. We understand he feels he shouldn't be here and fighting and doing what he's doing as big as he is and with his background. I don't want to hear that no more, man. Okay? Tell that to the damn $200, $300, $400, $500 million you got in your bank account. Nobody feeling sorry for no damn Anthony Joshua. That man is a gazillionaire. Y'all still buying into this bullcrap? And I think he's going to get a rude awakening going in there with Deontay Wilder. He even went and revealed what I think is like a game plan in a potential fight with Wilder. And let me tell you something. We understand that Joshua had, 2 wins in a row. Franklin, Helenius. A lot of people feel that, hey, he knocked out Helenius. But look, he took some damage in that fight, okay? That's a fact. It's not me hating on him. He took some damage. The crowd was even booing him. And I personally think Joshua should have got Helenius out of there within 2 rounds. Personally, 1-2 rounds. That's how strong and how much potential he has and how much skill he has. But he's not showing it. He's not showing it because he wants to be careful. He wants to be patient. Bottom line is just get a win. You can't have that mentality going in there with Deontay Wilder. You're just going to box and get a win. And if the knockout comes, it comes. Man, worst thing you could do is play around in there round after round with Deontay Wilder. Joshua's not Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury learned the hard way. Tyson Fury learned the hard way. Okay? So for Anthony Joshua to come here thinking he's going to play around with Deontay Wilder, it's mind-blowing to me. It's baffling, in my opinion. But right now, the attention is all on Joshua's next opponent. For Deontay Wilder, who knows what's going on with him? Him and Andy Ruiz couldn't, make a deal. That may be, that could be in the best interest of Deontay Wilder, because that damn Andy Ruiz isn't going out without a fight. Andy Ruiz is not going out without a fight. He's going to fight you. And Ruiz can fight. And if he hits Wilder, he can hurt him. Let's just be real. All those guys have concussive power. And if Andy Ruiz was able to, close the gap, you just never know. But bottom line is, they weren't able to close the gap on that damn purse split. So as a result, no Wilder, no Ruiz. And Wilder could be going, it's 18 months, could be 2 years out the ring and going in the ring with AJ. That's AJ's best chance, is hoping for Wilder to be rusty. But he seems to be living in the gym with Malik Scott. Bottom line is, you talk about those nuclear bombs Deontay Wilder drops. I just don't care if it's 2 years or 4 years. I just think it could just be an uphill battle for Joshua as each round goes by. But the bottom line is, they're looking to make the fight in Saudi Arabia in January. And some people feel that Joshua does have a chance, but they just, at the same time, being realistic, say that Wilder's nuclear knockout power is probably going to prevail, and more than likely early in the fight. Because once he hits Joshua, just like anyone else, no one's really picking on Joshua. If Wilder hits you, you're going down. Okay? Simple. This man put Fury down several times. Okay? If he hits Joshua, Joshua's going down. He hit Brazil. Brazil went down. He's hitting big guys, and just knocking them out cold, man. All right? You say, oh, he didn't knock Fury out cold. He knocked Fury out cold, too. Jack Reese dropped down on all fours and tongue kissed him and woke him back up. But, he knocked everybody out cold. Simple. But we're going to see, man, because Joshua feels that, and he's kind of issued a challenge to Wilder. It's like, look, man, I just don't think Wilder's going to be able to land on me. Wilder, take your best shot. And he's saying he plans on somehow nullifying Wilder's best attributes, and at the same time making himself a hard target to hit. Now, I'm going to ask y'all, right? Because some people are going to probably say, look, you're biased to Wilder. And I'm going to tell you, I like Wilder. I like Joshua and Wilder just as boxers equally. I just feel Wilder's story with the daughter and the condition and, turning to boxing to try to, be able to buy milk and Pampers and stuff. I always root for Wilder. I don't agree with a lot of stuff he does and says. No, hell no. But at the end of the day, this man, just for his child, and I get AJ's story too, I do, but there ain't no damn child involved. So at the end of the day, I'm rooting for Wilder, just because of the kids. You know what I'm saying, and why he started. That's it. But if there was none of that involved, as far as the beginning and why they first got into boxing, I'd be super neutral. But I'm a little biased towards Wilder. I'm biased towards Luis Ortiz. Something about the kids, man, that just kind of touches me, all right? But nonetheless, man, AJ claims it's a game of chess, take away his best attributes. I'm not going to stand there with my chin in the air and say, hi, hit me, but I challenge him to try to land on me, because I'm going to make it very challenging for Deontay Wilder to find me. I'm going to use a stick and move approach to boxing, and getting Wilder frustrated and making Wilder lunge, and then basically saying he's going to catch Wilder when Wilder doesn't expect it and knock him out. Same strategy that he used with Andy Ruiz is what he's saying. And is that going to work with Wilder over 12 rounds? Look. I'm going to go on record and say hell no. What I'm going to say is AJ's best chance, in my opinion, is to win that bell ring, jump on Wilder. He needs to Daniel Jacobs, Peter Quillen him. Jump on him. Catch him cold. Because if Helenius would have, but Helenius hands is down, defense a little suspect. Helenius landed a good counter on Wilder. But if Helenius would have just worked behind the jab, I think Helenius could have had some success, man. Dominic Brazil had some success. He countered Wilder in that first round off the ropes. Hit him with a left hook, and Wilder went all the way across the ring. He was hurt. But then, Brazil must not recognize how bad he hurt him. He hurt Wilder bad. And then the referee broke him up, and then Wilder just, as soon as the referee moved out of the way, Wilder banged him. Wilder knew what he had to do because Wilder was hurt. But I just I think that's the best bet for AJ. But the Big Femi, for those of you who are saying, man, why are you talking about Big Femi? I'm going to tell you right now, man. That guy, Big Femi, let's understand something. Look at these knockouts when he was with McCracken. First round, second round, second round, second round, second round, first round, second round, third round, okay, second, seventh, second, 11th, okay? But now let's understand something. He was actually fighting hard against the Klitschko's, against the Takam, against Parker. He was going hard at him, but Parker, he boxed and moved. Molina, Brazil, that was AJ. That was Big Femi fighting those guys. Povetkin, that was Big Femi going at him, but he had to be smart because Povetkin could crack. Got in there, it was Big Femi against Andy Ruiz. That was Big Femi. He hurt Andy Ruiz. People keep talking about the fact that Andy Ruiz stopped him. No, he hurt Ruiz badly. Big Femi. And then he came at him again, and, he hurt him again, but, Ruiz just wasn't going anywhere. And luckily caught him in the combination and in the exchange. But if it wasn't for that, Ruiz would have been out cold. The way Andy Ruiz went down, I've never seen him go down like that. He went down hard, okay? And he said Joshua can crack. So Joshua got the power. So then they have the rematch, and that was Anthony Joshua boxing. Big Femi no longer existed. Then he goes and fights Kubrat Pulev. That was Anthony Joshua. And then towards the end, he happened to get the stoppage. That's when you saw Big Femi reemerge, but there was more Anthony Joshua boxing, afraid to get hit. Then he fought Usyk. That was all Anthony Joshua. He fought Usyk again. That was all Anthony Joshua. And ever since then, we've been seeing this guy, Anthony Joshua, in the ring. We haven't seen Big Femi. And what I'm telling you is it's a mentality. I got into it with somebody today. We were having a conversation where he was saying that, let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it's right here. He was telling me basically that, let me pull it up for you. And I don't necessarily disagree with him, right? But he says Wilder's performance does not have to be the yardstick for measuring AJ's performance. There are fighters AJ and Wilder have fought in common who AJ knocked out faster than Wilder. So it's not a fair analysis or comparison about the video that I did. And I told him, I think it is a fair comparison for the simple fact that AJ has a new trainer and is still evolving his style, which he is. The new approach to fighting is a recipe for disaster against Wilder and the Bomb Squad right hand. AJ was a different beast when he fought Molina, Brazil, and Gavern, and this is true. They did have some similar opponents. AJ, he fought Molina, Brazil, Gavern, and Helenius. Wilder fought Molina, Brazil, Gavern, and Helenius. Now, when AJ knocked out Molina, Brazil, and Gavern, that was Big Femi. Wilder has always been Wilder, and you see, he killed Molina in 7. Big Femi killed him in 3. Wilder killed Brazil in 1. Brazil killed him. AJ killed Brazil in 7. Gavern, Wilder killed him in 4. Big Femi killed him in 3. Wilder killed Helenius in 1. AJ killed Helenius in 7. So what I'm getting at is AJ has it in him to be Big Femi. But those fights took a lot out of him. They did, man. And the fights I'm talking about, the Ruiz and Usyk fights, they took a lot out of him. And I also think Eddie Hearn has taken a lot out of Anthony Joshua. Stressing him out, you got DAZN, Anthony Joshua saying he's a businessman, he's a this, he's a that. I just think so much stress on him for him to keep winning. That him and this style that he has, a play it safe first style, that's not a good style against Deontay Wilder. Unless he can set some trap and do something big to really catch Wilder being vulnerable, I don't know. He's going to have to counter him after Wilder throws a shot and miss, because Wilder still has a tendency to throw wide shots and miss. But I just think Wilder with that jab, with that speed, boy, oh boy, when he times Joshua lifting up that back foot, or, getting ready to step, bring his hand down just a little bit. If Wilder has really good timing, he catch him in timing, he's going to get there, people. And the thing is, you got to understand, they both have this freakish arm length and size. You know what I'm saying? You look at Anthony Joshua. This man right here, this man is 6'6", 82-inch reach. Okay? That's ridiculous, man. Then you come and you look at, where's Bomb Squad at? Let me pull up old Bomb Squad, right? Check this out. I got it up right here. Let me see something. Let's look at old Wilder. Let me pull it up for you. So AJ 6'6", 82-inch reach. And Deontay Wilder is, let's see. Okay, here's Wilder. 6'7" with an 83-inch reach. So it's pretty similar. But just look at the KOs, man. And Wilder's still mean and still wants to hurt you. So what I'm getting at is, when it comes to Wilder, and when it comes to his reach, when it comes to the dimensions of these guys, the reach is important, because that means they can both get to each other. You know what I'm saying? They can both touch each other. And that's something that I think we need to understand. Wilder can get to AJ, AJ can get to Wilder. But AJ fights small, Wilder fights long. And I think that's going to be the difference of the fight. Not just the power, it's the approach to fighting. That being said, Anthony Joshua, he's no longer Big Femi. Big Femi would have a good chance to beat Wilder. Not this AJ. Not this being careful first, being aggressive, thinking about getting the KO second or last. I just don't think that gets it. He's got to get in there and take it to Wilder. Everyone who's had some success against Wilder went at him. They didn't try to box him and circle him. You look at the Fury fight, the first Fury fight. Fury was looking amazing boxing. But for that moment in time, there was a lull in the activity. Wilder just big banged him. He Jalil Janed him. And then you see the second fight, what happened when Fury stepped to him. Wasn't good for Wilder. You got to put him on the back foot. Third fight, Wilder stepped to him, Fury stepped to him. Back and forth. Great fight, but for the most part, Fury fought him. You got to fight Wilder. But you come in there trying to box him, it's not going to work out good for you. You let that man get a chance to get that right hand off on you. That being said, Joshua, find Big Femi if you want a chance against Wilder. If not, KO, first 2 rounds, maybe. First big shot, he's out of there. I'm telling y'all. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Let's get to this channel to 10,000. Appreciate the support. In the breeze.